Willie D Live.
What's up, family? As you know by now, Jasmine Crockett lost her bid to become senator in Texas in the primaries to James Talarico a couple of nights ago. Off rip, this was a study in contrast. You have James Talarico on the left, who is, relatively a newcomer, right? He's a preacher man. On the other side, you have a well experienced lawyer, representative, who's been in the game for years and who was a national star, really an international star, or who still is an international star in the Democratic Party. So what happened? Exactly what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Racism on the left. That's right, I said it. See, I know y'all. I know what you look like. I know what you sound like. Yeah, y'all think I wasn't going to say anything about it? Y'all thought I wasn't going to say anything? Yeah, you can holler all of that old she loud stuff all your ass want to. But when it come down to these politics, it's supposed to be about qualifications. Because that's the first thing y'all say when y'all don't like somebody. Well, they're not qualified. What they do to be qualified, they're not qualified. Well, she was more than qualified. I want to read something to you that I saw in the BBC. It's a publication I just don't like. Let me just put it like that. Crockett, who appears regularly on liberal television outlets, had built a national reputation as a pugnacious partisan who was unafraid to confront Republicans and the Trump administration. The winner, Talarico, who has a Master of Divinity degree from a Christian seminary, offered a more genteel approach. While he shares many of Crockett's liberal positions, he emphasized finding common ground with disaffected Republicans in trying to reclaim religious values from the evangelical right. Let's stop right there. So they paint Jasmine as a pugnacious partisan. She can only attract these people over here, this one kind of people. But this other guy, he's more sensible, and then they also listed his academic credentials. He has a Master of Divinity degree from a Christian seminary, and he emphasizes finding common ground. Let me tell you something, fam. First and foremost, all that's just talk, because we know Democrats and Republicans don't get along, and the Republicans hired Donald Trump so that they didn't have to get along, because they don't want to get along. They don't want to come together. They don't want to unite. So you got to have somebody that's in there that say, you know what? Get y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to rock with us. We don't want to rock with y'all. Y'all, we're going to get this done anyway. Because the Republicans ain't rocking with the Democrats. I don't give a damn what they do. I don't care what they say. They not rocking at all. You saw what happened when Barack Obama was in office. They went after Obama at every turn. They didn't give a damn if it hurt the people or helped the people. They were indifferent. They just, every single time, oppose. So he can sit up there and talk all sweet and gentle all he wants to. He ain't gonna get nothing done, because the Republicans is going to oppose. They don't care about the people any more than the Democrats care about the people. And let's talk about the Democrats. Let's talk about the Texas Democratic Party. who threw Jasmine Crockett under the bus. For all she's done to them to give them make them look like they had some balls, they're supposed to be all the way in her corner, but they were not in her corner. They was not in her corner. Yeah, I was watching them closely, man. They was sitting back on their hands. They didn't want Jasmine to win. Her own party really didn't want her to win because she can't be controlled like the blacks that they want in office. See, they don't mind that Democratic Party in Texas that's ran by white folks, just like the Harris County Party ran by white folks. The Harris County Democratic Party ran by white folks. They don't like no black person who they can't control. They can control you straight. But if they can't control you, they're going to find somebody else to run against you. Qualified or not qualified. They're going to find somebody else to run against you. And if you beat that person, they're going to leave you out on your own to go up against that Republican. And if you win, okay, all right, damn, we just got to deal with her. That's the mentality. Fam, I saw it up close in person. I'm not speculating. I saw it up close in person. So they throw out his academic achievements, but they failed to mention Jasmine's. So I'm going to do it. Not just her academic achievements, but also her professional service achievements. Served as a U.S. representative for Texas's 30th Congressional District, civil rights attorney, and former Texas state representative. She holds a BA from Rhodes College and a JD from the University of Houston Law Center, with a career focused on public defense, criminal justice reform, and has an extensive legal and legislative experience. So if you're going to go by experience, if you want to go by qualifications, well, let me put it like this. Both of them were qualified. I'll say that. I'll give that to him. He was qualified. But if you want to go by experience, Jasmine wins hands down. It ain't even close. So this is why I have a problem with people when they start talking that talk about, well, you know, she loud and she don't appeal to such and such, and that. Do you want to get the damn job done? You want somebody who can get the job done? Or you want somebody who's going to lie to you and make it sound fly to you? You want somebody that sound good, sound cute. Ooh, he sound cute. Well, he said it nice. No, he said it nicer. Them damn Republicans ain't give a damn about all that nice talking. Don't none of them talk nice. None of them. Well, except for that one in Louisiana, that John Kennedy dude. Boy, he sounds so fucking soft. He's annoying. Do you remember when he was grilling? He wasn't really grilling her, but he was questioning Kristi Noem. I understand that you was. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not saying that you're lying. I just find it hard to believe that you didn't know that $220 million was a lot of money to spend on an ad for yourself to be in there, and I find it difficult to believe that the president didn't know. So get your Can't stand them, man. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. The Democratic Party is racist all around, just like the Republican Party. And let me tell you this, and this is why nothing gets done. If you really want to know the truth, this is why nothing gets done. Because they are cool with the status quo. When the Republicans do things that are so outrageous, you say, man, that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt black folks. Just know that they did it on the Democrats' watch. And when the Democrats do something that hurt black folks, they did it on the Republicans' watch. The Republicans say that they want to get more black voters on their side. Well, if you do, when the Democrats do us dirty, why don't you pick up the slack and say, yo, come on over here. See how they treat you? You should come over here. Look what we're over here doing for you. But they don't do that. All they do is talk. Same thing as the Democrats do is talk. The thing is, both of those seats, it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican sitting in any of these seats across the country, from state, local municipalities, it doesn't matter. All of those seats, no matter whose ass sits in those seats, whether a Republican ass sits in the seat or a Democratic ass sits in the seat, the seat wields the same amount of power and influence, and it pays the same amount of money. So they are not fighting for souls. They're not fighting for compassion. They're not fighting for you. They're fighting for money, power, influence, and control. That's what they're fighting for. They're just using you to run interference. There is no reason why. There's no rational reason why the Democrats shouldn't have been all the way behind Jasmine Crockett. She is the most experienced. She's already shown the propensity to really care about the people. She's a fighter. I know some of y'all don't like fighters. Some of y'all cowards. And some of y'all act like y'all like fighters. But when it's a woman, it's a problem. I like results. And I don't give a damn where I get them from. I like results. I go to war with some of these women before I go to war with some of these dudes, because some of these dudes are straight up cowards. That's right, I said it. Straight cowards. If you can get the job done, man, if you can get the damn job done, what the hell do I care if it's a woman or not getting the job done? The job got done. I want the job done. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.